here I am with Lily Stender. So Lily, tell me a little bit about your project, because I just found out about it and it's a little bit awesome.
Well, fundamentally, we are part of the world's first Indigenous crowdfunding platform.
Amazing.
We actually launched last week in New Zealand with one of our ministers, Nanaya Mahuta. It's the first Māori crowdfunding platform, and there are 11 Māori organisations.
Beautiful.
3 of us are live, the other 8 are yet to become live. So it is imperative that we don't fail.
And we get the word out there.
Yes,
Yeah.
because we are the guinea pigs, you know, we are the pioneers. We have to make it. But it's a beautiful concept because many of us have travelled with our social enterprises or our organisations and haven't been able to access money because we don't have enough, what is it called, equity or security. And this is a giving and receiving approach. So if people come on board, they could give as little as $10, for example.
Which is a beautiful thing. And
Yes.
then they get to be a part of something that's bigger than
And
themselves.
they're all for wonderful causes.
Yeah.
And
what is
they
the
get
name?
rewards. Well, my particular one is Tolaga Bay Innovation.
Okay.
So we are regenerating our community from within. We're establishing tourism and technology development. Many of our people have had to leave and go to the cities, urbanised. This is a way of creating jobs, business opportunities, to hopefully bring some people back and also get ourselves a better well-being, a better standard of living, a livelihood.
And I love that because, you know, one of the things I'm really passionate is about well-being as being that foundation that is essential for creating any sort of social or environmental transformation or personal transformation. And there's been a lot of, what I loved about the last 2 days is there's been a lot of speakers that have really been championing the importance of embracing Indigenous ways of being and actually kind of going, hey, this is social enterprise, like we've been doing this for generations, mate. So, you know, for folks who are interested in really digging a bit deeper into how they can learn from Indigenous ways, what would you say would be some things that people could embrace?
Well, first of all, they could come to Tolaga Bay on the east coast for a visit, and we will show you exactly what it's all about. We will welcome you onto our marae. That is our meeting house, our community meeting house, where we have our discussions, where we have our funerals, where we have our weddings. We can show you, see, Māoridom is about the next generation.
Beautiful.
It is about your ancestry, your living, and your next generation, which also encompasses our environment.
Yes.
We must look after Mother Earth. Because if we don't, our next generation's got nothing to look after them. Mother Earth provides the sustenance. So Indigenous ways are just about caring, love, support,
reconnection to self, to community, to nature.
Even the spirituality.
Yes.
You know, respecting nature, respecting our universe, whatever name you want to label it. God, Allah, Jesus, it's all the same thing. It's respecting the
thing
cycle of life.
Greater than you.
Yes.
Yeah, and I absolutely love that, and I think it's something that I think we really need to start being more brave about being able to talk about how important spirituality is and not separating it from business anymore.
We're all spiritual beings.
Exactly.
I think one of the problems was in the world we were led with a very masculine energy, and that created the capitalism, and it was more mine. We're sort of now moving into a more feminine energy, I believe, which is going to be beneficial for our whole planet. There's a little bit more of a nurturing mentality and a helping. And that's why this social enterprise, how wonderful is this?
This is
joining the world together.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And with the same mindsets. So I'm very, very privileged and so happy for our New Zealand government to have allowed us to be here, for the British Council to help us to be here.
And for having Jacinta Ardern, how lucky are you
Isn't
guys?
she the bomb?
I know, I've got like a major girl crushing on Jacinta Ardern right now, especially because I've been living in Australia for the past few years, and it just feels like we're the naughty neighbours.
Yes. You know, I was lucky enough to actually attend a breakfast that she was at last week. It was for women suffragettes, you know, from their beginning. And she told us her story of how she, you know, moved into politics. When she was standing there speaking, when you meet her face to face, she is just real. She's not your typical politician who just is clever with words and they're fantastic speakers. She was just real and highly intelligent.
Yeah.
Really intelligent lady. So full respect to her.
Full respect, and that again has been another theme that we've been talking about at the sessions here, which is just have the courage to show up as who you are, be authentic and follow that part, and that's where a really great change is driven from. So if you were to say one last thing to the folks at home, what would it be?
I hope you're all doing well back home.
Hi Mom!
I'm here to fight for our cause. You guys know.
Mate!
Hello. That's okay.
Live TV, mate.
I will be home soon. I will come back and we'll work together to continue to fight for our cause. Love you, and anyone who's interested, please share. Make this viral. That will really help us.
And it's Te Māori week, see? Yeah.
All
So
right.
throw us a little bit of your mother language.
Kia ora koutou katoa, ko whitu matarau toko maunga, ko karaka tūwhero toko awa, ko tūwhake iriora te whānau, te noho kāinga ki Uwawa, ko Nairima Crawford toko mama, ko Lily Stender toko ingoa. Kia ora koutou katoa.
Kia ora.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.